Hi. I can. And we're going to try to do some kind of setup here. There we go. That's something. I can't make Discord work on my laptop, which is, um, yeah, yeah. I think I will need to watch the stream.
Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us today. We are going to be playing Outer Wilds. So, welcome to the Save Ancient Studies Archaeogaming live streams. Um, I am Julie Levy, and we also will have streams with our team lead Madigan Shepherd, which will be upcoming, I think, on the 13th is when we are starting, and we are going to have special guests as often as we can. So that is going to be our summer season. I'm going to be playing Outer Wilds for the first 3 weeks of June, and then probably picking back up at the beginning of August. What is the Save Ancient Studies Alliance? We work to promote the study of the ancient world and engagement with our deeper human pasts. Building grassroots movement through outreach, collaboration, accessibility, and public scholarship, we work toward our goal of inspiring a wide, inclusive community of scholars, learners, and students. You can find us on all kinds of social media, including including now also Blue Sky, and I believe we have left Twitter, but it is Save Ancient Studies, basically everywhere you can find us. For our live events, we do ask that you follow a few simple rules. Basically, they all come down to be kind and respectful. So please listen and ask thoughtful questions throughout the events. Please be patient with the technology and those administering it. SASA's Archaeogaming Live is streamed on Twitch, and recordings will be posted on our YouTube shortly afterwards. Please be aware that we are going to be playing the games in question, and so if you don't wish to be spoiled, this is not your show, at least not till you play it. We do encourage you to please subscribe on Twitch. If you enjoy our live events, such as our Archaeogaming, our book clubs, our reading groups, please consider becoming a SASA supporter. We do ask that you donate if you can. Recurring donations are great and come with great little perks. And for as little as $3 a month, you can help us to save ancient studies. You can subscribe on Twitch for free through your Amazon account if you so choose. Thank you so much for joining us, and please enjoy the show. And now for some more technical difficulties. Apologies. We'll get this right. Aha. That's what's wrong. So, hi, I am Julie Levy. I am the Save Ancient Studies Alliance Managing Director, and also I will be playing the game Outer Wilds for you. And this is my good friend Kiernan. Kiernan, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hey, everyone. Julie mentioned technical difficulties. I'm already having problems with Discord on my computer, so I get to be a vertical video sensation today. I have a doctorate in the history of art and architecture with a specialization in ancient art and archaeology of the Eastern Mediterranean. I have background too in field work in a few different places, and I'm happy to talk about that more if anyone has questions. I'm so excited to be here today to watch Julie play this game.
So I am going in completely fresh. I know nothing about this game that isn't obvious from this screenshot.
Yeah, and
So it's going to be
in
fun.
the interest of full disclosure, I have had this game spoiled. So I know of many things at this point that Julie does not.
So this should be a lot of fun. Please do feel free to say hello in chat. We'd love to hear from you. Or leave us some comments on the YouTube if you're watching the recording later. Let's get going. I'm excited to play this game. I have no idea what's coming. Pretty sure there's going to be space and trees.
Yeah, those things are there. Absolutely.
Ooh, a wake up prompt. What is this, Zelda? Oh, look at that. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. Okay.
Yeah, that mystery will be revealed to us.
So I do. It feels like I'm on a little grassy moon looking up at a planet. Some kind of terrifying but beautiful something happening. Got a little camp. Oh, hey, a person. There's our pilot back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see, says Slate. Apparently it's launch day. Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program and suddenly here you are leaving on your first solo voyage. Okay, so Slate is not coming with us. What do you say? Time to get the beauty ups all ready to go.
Yeah,
Let's be.
we have
Yeah.
a choice here. Do we want to go now, or do we want to explore our homeworld a little further?
I want to look around. Okay, so we need to find this Hornfels person. So what does camp consist of? Marshmallows? Excellent. Good choice. I've never seen a tin of marshmallows before, but you know. Oh, jumping is very different than what I'm used to. That's interesting. Much more natural, actually. Coil up and then do things. So another person to talk to. Hey, it's you. Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you gonna go into space, aren't you? Better not change your mind. Oh, kids. That's such a kids thing. Oh. They have a model ship? Yeah. Just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, this is the model thing. Okay, so horizontal thrust. Oh! Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, so we need some practice.
I can't see it. Oh, that's where they meant. Whoa, why am I way over there? No. Oh my gosh, I'm very glad I practiced. So confused. Okay. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get used to the... Well, I'm on a geyser pool. Just, you know, upside down. Man, I really hope it's not this hard controlling the real thing.
I mean, so, like, obviously, this is the tutorial level. Here we are.
Right.
Okay. This game has been praised for its physics as you navigate space. And so that's something to keep into consideration as we navigate and explore.
I did it. Definitely impressed this little kid with all of those flops. Hey, look. Another person. Aw, hatchling. That's so cute.
So you're also a kid.
Clearly. This does seem to be a coming of age sort of story. I feel like this is the first time I've gotten a good look at what these beings look like.
Yes.
It's a fun design. The hands are just unreasonably large, though.
And your cute little Yoda ears.
Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy. I love it. Okay, so they don't really give us the option to go in places here. There are a lot of people to talk to. They don't explode as often anymore. I'm told my odds of survival are statistically quite high. Outer Wilds presents postcards from orbit. Oh, cute. Okay. I'm getting a good idea of what our little moon looks like, I guess. This pilot seat is all that remains of our inaugural flight into space. Oh no. Breathtakingly liberal definition of flight. A landmark achievement in Harthian history. Oh, I like the name Harthian. That's, you know, it's the kind of thing that people might actually call themselves. Like, so often in these games, you get like names that make no flipping sense.
Yeah, so a native of Timber Hearth is a Hearthian.
Ah, it's named Timber Hearth. Good to know.
You live on Timber Hearth.
Hello, person. Marl.
Yeah, have you noticed the theme with the names?
Yeah, these are all rocks, yeah?
They're all rocks, yeah.
Marl is a good name, though. I like it. We should use that more in the real world.
Yeah.
Well, go chop it down then. Oh boy, this is funny. I like this writing. Nice. Look at her cute little banjo. Now they all have instruments, drums, banjo, flute. They did a pretty good job picking rock names that are slightly less usual but still sound name-like. And then there's Chert.
I don't know. I could see a church. Yeah, the music in this game is also pretty incredible. Um, and like the idea of music and harmony is a through line here. Something to keep an eye out for.
I'm really interested in the structure of this little town. You know, it is simultaneously very ramshackle and very, like, I could easily see people actually building this. So, I wonder how
Yeah.
long they've been out here on this little moon.
Right, so like that's a great question. Who are the Harthians? What are their characteristics? If we're going, I mean, we're ostensibly talking about archaeology here, so we can also talk about anthropology. What culture are we working with right now, and like what can we surmise based on what we see?
No. No, you cannot use my signal scope. But yeah. Okay, Galena doesn't talk. Got it. Okay. Did say this way to the observatory, didn't it? Oh yes, this way. The local fisher. Very bad rhymes. Got it. This is very sort of small community, subsistence place, making do with what they had.
Yes.
Giants deep. Oh, that sounds nice. Shouldn't you have somewhere you should be exploring that isn't here? Okay. Oh, there's a zero-G cave? That's cute. I wonder how they managed that. I mean, they clearly have some pretty advanced technology in a pretty ramshackle place. So,
They've kind of like cobbled it together in a way.
whoa. Couldn't see that last night. Check out that huge, busted looking place. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There are a lot of celestial bodies you can see from here. That is not terribly realistic.
Yeah, this solar system is small and tight knit.
Hi, rock thrower. Ghost matter. That does seem like, uh, you know, the best way to get through to this kid.
Yeah, so matter that evaporates over time, that burns for ants.
That sounds pretty radioactive. So, likely we have a camera somewhere. Huh. Wait, is this the Zero G cave? I want to go see the Zero G cave. Between you, me, and the vast endlessness of space. Yes, practice sounds really good. Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense for how they find zero G on a place this small. Might as well just have an elevator to the center of the moon. Okay. This is a beautiful cave. Oh yeah, that suit looks real reliable. Okay. So how to proceed? Hey, you're not suited up. Give me the dirt, rock man. Is anything on fire? Only a little. So, what am I even looking for? Oh, okay. Press what to lock on? Alright. So now what? I have absolutely no idea what to do. Oh, okay. Just gotta get close enough. Hey, look! Duct tape.
Yeah, definitely a make, do, and then kind of group. Or geology friends.
Ack. If you've ever read any Becky Chambers, thinking particularly of the oh, what is the name of that one? The one with the human fleet of colony ships. There's a very really wonderful make and mend sort of culture. Like to the point where they don't even like they make a point of like at some point somebody goes to where's the third break? Somebody goes to a museum in a culture that's more like ours and gets in trouble for touching the exhibits because, well, what do you mean you can't touch it? How do you fix it then? Ah, there we go. Oops. There's a lot of controls here.
Yeah, my impression is that moving through 0G is hard, actually, when other things may also be moving.
Yes. I'm finding this actually less difficult than moving
The launcher.
the launcher was. Now I just have to figure out where the exit is. That's the difficult part. Okay, that looks like an exit. Clump. Oof. Alright. 0G practice acquired. I don't need a flashlight to get through this cave, it's all lit up. I am running into like everything.
Yeah, forget 0G. It's like, how do I walk?
Blorp. My hands, they're too big. Alright, stuff written here. Okay. Grove Crater. Know my ruins. Oh, hello. Let's go. But they want us to go this way. Can we just walk over there? Okay. How do I use Scout Launcher?
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Ooh.
Yeah, so something very different looking
Very different.
from Harthian architecture, if you will.
Yeah. This looks very geometric. Very very much of a piece.
Now, okay, we're facing the sunset. We can see that we're quite close to our star.
Okay. So this is where that crash was, supposedly. Got some more geysers. Really did not see any crash. So I don't know what's happening in particular, but what's out here? Yeah, our days go by very fast, so very close to our star indeed. Phew. Well, I don't hear anything, but can at least see pretty far. Okay. So what else have we got here? Probably shouldn't go up there. That seems dangerous. So, where is the fellow we get the launch codes from? This looks interesting. Is this a museum? Outer Wilds Ventures.
Yeah, so you're the latest astronaut employed by Outer Wilds Ventures, and these are your predecessors who are also currently out exploring your solar system.
Well, Hornfuls is the guy we're looking for.
Yeah, he's home.
And Slate
Gotham
is the
is also
one
home.
running the launch. But the other two, presumably.
Who are your friends? Rebeck is out there. Gabbro is out there. So that we have a few generations of inquiry into space. It's fairly recent. All of those people are still alive, not unlike our own universe.
Timberhearth's first and only space program founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. Uh-oh. I wonder about unintentional launches. They completed the first orbit around Timberhearth and later made the first of what would be many landings of our moon at the Adel Rock.
The Adel Rock, yes.
Okay, so we have a sculpture from the Nomai, completely different materially, structurally, aesthetically from everything else here. Very unique.
Yes, and like very apparently a different body plan, like not a Hearthian, an alien.
Yeah.
Species.
An ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. So they've got, 3 eyes instead of 4, etc. Some kind of horns or hair. It's a little unclear. But this is the same name as the people who built those very geometric ruins we saw earlier.
Yes.
Oh, the Nomai appear to have been covered in a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved in as part of the antlers. Okay. Artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system. We still have no idea where they came from or what happened to them. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, when you kind of look around this side, you can see much more what they mean about fur and antlers. And the jewelry, which is from a completely different material than the bust.
Yes. Presumably, like even possibly the same material that the jewelry would have been made out of in real life. Like that happens in our world too. There are ancient sculptures with gold, silver jewelry. So like marble statues with pierced ears, for instance. And that happens across scale in media. So we also have like ancient Roman dolls with pierced ears.
There's also appears to be some coloration on the bust, where the face is a slightly bluer color than the rock. It almost looks like paint has been faded off.
Possible, or it's like lapidary work, where there are different kinds of stone in the sculpture.
The translator tool's inaugural flight. Ooh, we have a translator tool. That's exciting. Be able to translate any Nomai text you want. Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
yes. So we have ruins and text left by this ancient species, this people.
Ooh. So they found statues and giants deep, even though that sounds like a water planet. That sounds fascinating. Okay, so that's where this was found? In the water? That is incredible. What kind of thing is this made of that it survived? Fur is weird. Can confirm. Okay. I just want to talk to Hal forever. Let's talk about the Know My language. I want to know everything. Look at this little satellite buddy. It's got like a wooden carapace. Isn't that cute? There's no way that would work. But I love it. Oh, a vertical orbit. That's actually a really good idea. I say having no knowledge of astrophysics beyond the very basics. But in terms of giving us information about the solar system, that seems like a very good idea. What are these? They move on their own. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a little physics lesson. Why not?
An anglerfish! Oh my gosh, it's an anglerfish. It's an alien anglerfish. I love it so much. I'm like obsessed with anglerfish. I think they're so cool.
Do you watch like Nautilus Live videos, Julie?
No, I
Their
don't.
favorite, their favorite fish on the EV Nautilus is a type of anglerfish called a chonaphops. It's like the cutest little ocean creature.
I like the giant ones. The ones that are like bigger than a person.
Oh, well then you're really
Like, oh my gosh, there's a fish with teeth as tall as I am. That's amazing. Oh, I love it. It's so weird. Wow, that is a lot of rings. Huh. So this is the life phases of a star.
Mhm.
So we have a relatively young star. But we've observed enough to expect it to explode. Oh, look, pictures of the Nomai ruins. They have little torii, those little gates that you see like in front of Japanese shrines. Except these aren't red. But they're a very similar structure. I didn't even notice them when we were sending scouts over there.
I mean, I think that we're pulling from a few real world inspirations here. So Japanese architecture. I think also some of this is like Stonehenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with that little ring of rocks around the cool S.
But we see that it's like luminescent somehow.
Yeah. I can't really tell what the center of that S is. I didn't notice it being different when we were sending scouts. Wish I could go there myself. Maybe I can. And then, what is that? Curved architecture. especially vertical curves. Very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what that is. Tell me what it is. Oh. Well, that's also cool. Hey, a luminescent crystal. That might be relevant.
So we have a few planet names too here. Brittle Hollow, Giant Steep.
Oh. Gravity distortion. Woo! Oh, that's really exciting. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, and look, it's not just like stuck on the wall. It's got a Nomai style holder. So they probably took it in this form from Brittle Hollow.
Yeah, mounted already. Yep.
Yeah.
It's also like, this is really good. I mean, this is about the game itself, right? But really good visual storytelling here, in that you can immediately tell what is Nomai and what is Hearthian.
Very
Very
easy
visually
to,
distinct.
yeah. Oh man, it's so cool. Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon, allowing us to modify expedition gear in useful ways. Little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. Aha! I wondered what they were doing with that.
Mm-hmm.
This dramatically reduces the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. Yes.
Right, so like, how does it pop back? So, and I think that this was implied before, right? That like, they're stealing and stealing. They're using
Yeah.
found technology and adapting it. So they didn't build this themselves. We also have a picture here that I think is like made pretty consistent. Yeah.
And this is clearly the skeletal remains of a Nomai. Like, you can tell from, like, it's got those, they called them antlers, but clearly if they're here, they're bone. They just also have, like, that curve is so unnatural for a being that walks like a Hearthian or a human.
Mm-hmm.
Quite unusually, only 3 eyes. Most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The difference in the Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, shows us that Hearthians couldn't have descended from Nomian ancestors. So if this is a shockingly fragile bone system, that tells us a lot about why we're not taking falling damage earlier, for instance.
Yeah, we're sturdy. The Nomai, not so much.
Oh, this is a pottery structure? Whoa. Strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system. Makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Why did they come here? Xenoarchaeology is like my favorite thing ever. I'm so glad that you suggested this game.
Yeah. I figured. I was like, you know what Julian like.
You were correct. Look at this pottery. That couldn't have been made in a single piece. It's clearly made as 2 separate pieces, but made to go together.
Wait, and it's like, not, clearly they're not using real
Clay.
It's not pottery as we understand it necessarily. And again, we see like this continued artistic sensibility.
Very
like,
clean lines, geometric shapes, tessellated shapes even. And traces of pigmentation.
Yes. Really for me.
this is Know My Writing, oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, look at it, it's so cool and unrealistic. um, this does remind me very much of the writing in Arrival, the movie, um, which I've finally seen. Um, this is too undistinguished to be realistic writing. But the fact of like the shape of it, like the idea of writing in a spiral, totally plausible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like there's nothing. Um, direction of writing is kind of. You'll also see that it right, like it parses out, like it builds in real time somehow.
Hmm.
Cassava. We're nearly ready. Felix and I.
I like the name cassava. That's
I
cute.
also like the name cassava. That's one of those like if it wasn't already an object,
Right.
make a good name.
Um. So I listened to this podcast a couple of fellow YouTubers make called Respect the Dead, a podcast where they don't. Um,
Mm.
they talk about bad people who are dead. Um, one of the things that they like, one of the running jokes is like they'll come across a word and they're like, "Oh, that would be such a beautiful name for a girl."
Yeah.
But yeah, cassava would genuinely be a very nice name for a person.
I was talking about. I mean, this is like such a tangent, but I was doing some medical research and came across the word hamartoma. And like, I'm sure that you can hear the root immediately. So it's like a mole or some darkened skin, thickened skin. And so I was talking about the word hamartia to someone who did not study classics. And she was like, that would be a beautiful name for a girl. And I was like, no, probably not that one.
Understandable
For those who,
reaction though. Like if you're just listening
for,
to the euphonics of it.
we have a comment. I've always thought some diseases would make pretty names, if not for the connotations rubella, varicella. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hamartoma, the root, obviously, like, there's the skin, like, part, as with melanoma. Hamartia, for those who don't know Greek, is like the word for flaw. It's the word that has been translated from the New Testament to mean sin.
The meaning is
Um,
really closer to like missing the mark. Like that's the
yeah, it
original
comes from
root.
a,
Like
yeah,
missing the
exactly.
bullseye kind of idea.
It comes from a verb that's like missing the mark with an arrow, like being off in your shot. Um, so an interesting linguistics journey for that one.
I'm
But you
so
can see here too that like Julie, the writing is much more fractalized up close, which is quite
yeah.
interesting.
Um so
Fractal writing.
like I love that like one spiral is one piece of writing and then you can have a tangent with another spiral. It looks very organic, like a vine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going for, a thematic thing with, the curve of the skeleton and the curves of their antlers and the curves of their writing. Um,
And then so interesting that like the things that are artificially produced, their objects are not
Mostly
particularly
right
curved.
angles so far,
Yeah.
except for that one very large curved structure. Um, but yeah, when you get close, that fractal with all of those very sharp angles. Um,
Yeah. But it's too close to read, so we have this idea of it's like a whole message kind of
right,
like
like
it can't be parsed until you have the whole thing.
right,
Um,
which is much more something that we can do with like oh, Kiernan isn't audible very well. Let me fix that. Hold on a second.
Oh, that might be.
Yeah, please tell me if that's better.
Is it better?
Um, huh. How strange. Try again?
Um, is it better now?
How interesting. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Clearly I've got something going on. Let
It
me.
might be me. Um,
I mean,
or can you hear me
I
fine,
can hear
Julie?
you fine. Did that change anything, commenter? Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Figured it
perfect.
out. Sorry it was so quiet until now. Uh, Thank you for letting us know. Okay. But yeah, so like it almost feels like computer code or DNA or something in terms of like you have to have a large analysis before it makes any sense. But when you get real close, you can see individual lines. And that's not realistically how anybody would write,
Mhm.
um, trying to communicate something. But maybe if they were trying to encode it, like if it was encoded for recording. I'm interested in this little star-shaped thing, which is apparently not writing. Looks much more like something that could be intended to be some kind of calligraphy. Um, let's see what the plaque says. So this piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their language. Though the text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. Well, they don't say anything about the star object. I'd also love to know, um, like they say Adelrock here, I'd love to know how much translating they're doing on names, you know? Okay, I think we've explored the exhibit. Time to go up. Oh,
Yeah,
that's exciting.
this is.
So we have a live viewable map of the entire solar system. We've got dark bramble way on the outside, giant's deep is next, and then brittle hollow. And then we are on timber hearth, and the hourglass twins are the ones closer to the sun. And then the how far out can we get? So that planar orbit there, the one at 90 degrees, that'll be the satellite they sent. Así estás. Old looking computers, wood fronted TV screens. Observations of deep space. Galaxies. And this is a lot like what we have in the real world too, where we discovered, looking even at the darkest patches of what we can see in our sky, we can zoom in and find faraway galaxies and untold stars.
Yeah, the scale of the universe is actually like so enormous. And here, like you can see too, like so this is an expanding universe.
All right. Time to actually get those launch codes. I am very excited to go translate some Nomai. It's a shame that we can't, like, learn Nomai and manually translate it.
Yeah, I don't think that they had that in mind. Not a conlang in the strictest sense.
No. That's okay. I can always go play another round of Heaven's Vault and get some more Ancient in. Oh, did you know they just released the third novel of Heaven's Vault? And there's a fourth one coming. I'm so excited.
I did not know. That is very cool.
I'm in the Ingold Discord, and John Ingold, the author, um, he wrote the announcement in Ancient first for the Discord to pick apart. It was very cute.
We are going to learn more about the Nomai.
We are definitely going to learn more about the Nomai. I'm ready to die in space. Okay.
So we have a question. Is this a blind playthrough for both of you?
It is for me, but not for Kiernan.
Yeah, I'm aware of everything that will happen in this game.
Oh, what's this direction? Oh. I missed something. What do we got here? Oh.
Yeah, quantum rock.
Sweet.
Oh, there it is.
For now. There it is now.
So, yeah, good rocks in this universe. Some gravity distorting rocks, some quantum rocks.
Oh, that was fun. So one of those times when it moved, I was close enough that I actually like felt a little vibration in the controller. Oh man. Hello.
Yeah.
What?
So,
Oh my. So that is some kind of Know My Writing stream going on, as well as playing back our memories of exploring the town. Wow. And I thought I was just seeing some artifacts when I saw that those eyelids were not fully closed before. Boy, that was flippin' exciting.
mm-hmm.
And now they're open,
Now they're open.
and they appear to be the same kind of metal as the necklace, but whoo-wee, that was exciting. Uh,
Um,
Hal, Hal, I have something for you. Where did you go? Hal. Oh, he's whittling. I love whittling. You didn't see anything. Oh, okay. It is still playing. Worried for a second that the stream had cut out.
yeah.
You mean like a hallucination? Thanks, Hal.
But why?
Okay, so there are islands on Giant's Deep. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. It's a very practical worksite stuff. Moving lumber around with pulleys. I already talked to you, yeah? Yeah, totally. I think I've talked to everybody. I'm not 100% sure, though. Okay. I mean, I did come back around the other side of this camp, so... probably good. Working on the autopilot avoidance system on this one. That sounds nice. Alright.
Hey, we gonna go?
I'm excited. Look at that. That's definitely Nomai. Right?
At least in part. Maybe not the timber,
Well, no,
the
the
Parthian
glowy bit.
additions. Yes.
Alright. Got ourselves a little wooden spacecraft. Pilot seat. Zero-G suit. Ship log. Guess that's the oxygen tank. Oh, gravity thing. We know what that is now. Little Ponix unit. Very small, honestly.
Decorative, really.
I love this sign. I want a copy of it. I'm gonna go see if the ship's log has anything in it. The one and only Archaean village, as well as the main source of explosions on this planet. Find in rumor mode. Oh. Okay.
So there are things that like you know from observation and all things that you know from other people's observations or like hearsay.
The
Um,
interlooper? Is that the satellite? That doesn't look like a satellite.
yeah. What is the interloper? A great question. Something worth looking into.
Okay. Whee. Oh,
Right. Where do we want to visit first?
no. Okay. Those the hourglass twins then? so much out here.
Yeah, the game is unrealistic in that way, and that things would probably not, like, they can't physically be that close and that
Oh
large.
no, definitely not. I kind of want to follow up on the moon thing, so let's... Whoa.
Yeah, try not to die.
I will try not to die. Oh. Wow. This is absolutely fascinating, and I have zero idea of what I'm doing. Ah. Oh my goodness. How do I do this? Ka-thump. Well, I bounced off it.
All right. Well,
Here.
you're here. The ship is a little banged up. That's fine.
Uh, Repair. All good. So, what the heck is going on this moon? Oh, it's so dark. There's some way to get a flashlight. This way. Okay. We have ice crystals, maybe? Oh. Ka-thump thump. This path is far too convenient to be artificial. I mean, to be not artificial, rather.
To be not artificial,
Yes.
natural.
That's the word I
Oh,
wanted. Thank you.
our beautiful sun.
That's definitely not a worrying distance. So, we've got some ruins on our little moon. Clearly not Timber Hearthian. Timber
No.
Hearthian. Whoa, what is that? Whoa, what did I do? Oh my goodness. This is so exciting and so worrying.
So what might this be?
I mean, that very much felt like an orrery.
Yeah, like an orrery,
I mean, look at
but
it.
also,
It's got a bead right on the other planets.
yeah, it wants you to look at that one right now.
If I stand in here, it rotates. And we have different designations. So it wants me to look at Giant's Deep
Because
because
that's
the
where
ball is in
little.
Giant's Deep. And if I put that instead in the star shape, what do I get? Nothing. I get chaos.
Yes.
That's fascinating.
So that's the same shape we also saw on that
Yeah.
fragment in one of my packs.
So I presume that that is the sun. That's Giant's Deep. Well, why presume? Come on. Yep, that appears to be the sun. So far so good. So this is one of our attention rocks. So which planet is this little fragment? Oh, 3 minutes oxygen remaining. Oh shit. Oh shit. That looks like the ash twin. Oh hey look, a tree. They were not just being snarky. What do you know?
I also love that it's like a rainbow bark tree. The things that exist in a real world. Good floor too. I really like, my design. Um,
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of is weirdly a cross between like the stereotypical hotel carpets with
mhm.
their endless tessellation in sort of muted colors, but also those star shapes in the middle remind me a little bit of Islamic architecture.
Islamic. Yeah, to me it's really giving and you can see too, like if you look in the periphery that it's not it is 3D. They are tiles.
Oh,
Like they have
cute.
texture. Um it's kind of reminding me of like Art Deco linoleum floors. So like linoleum flooring
You're not wrong.
in
And look at this. Like the walls have that lovely repeating diamond shape that we saw
mhm.
on the pottery. So there's that star shape again, writ large,
Yeah.
and there is writing. I'm just exploring other things first. And like, I guess the sort of star shaped tiles down here, and also the design of this exploding star, are what's giving me Islamic, because it looks so much like Arabic calligraphy, except in round.
Mm. Yeah, it is kind of like a lusterware plate even.
Yeah, there's so much here. Oh, it's a scroll. Oh, this was a bookshelf. You see those old scroll shelves. Oh my goodness, look at it. I want to read it. How do I read it? Let me read the scroll.
Yeah, where might we put that
I
to
mean,
read it?
obviously we have to put it there, but okay. Too close. Okay, the eye signal locator. Interesting. We have a new person named Thatch. Thatch and Plume. Getting some feather words here. Southern Glacier on Brittle Hollow. Ooh, well, that could be a fun thing to do. And we've seen that name before. Child born so long after the crash. The crash! What crash? I'm so excited.
The crash. Okay, so we're in a locator. They're going to build a better one. We're looking for the I, capital E.
And we're starting to see a structure of how their conversations are written. Of like they start with one person and then a response, and then a response branching off. And this presumably will be someone else responding to the original. Originally stranded on the Ember Twin.
Anona, and those of us originally stranded.
Right, so that sounds like the crash happened on the Ember Twin.
Yeah. But also, like, maybe not everyone.
But maybe not everyone.
So a party, a flotilla,
So,
if you will.
so we have this original statement and then two responses to that statement. One that bore more discussion and one that was just a recommendation against. So that's exciting. So we have another scroll already inserted in this wall. The eye signal locator can hear and follow signals from the Sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. So, well, I guess that explains what was happening earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got
And
two
confirms.
responses to that. Yeah, it confirms what we were seeing before, that that is complete nonsense.
Felix and Privet. Felix was also the person that Cassava, so that fragmentary text in the museum, it was from the Adel Rock, right? So like the same place, just more ruin.
Okay, so this is actually comes before the conversation we just read, because they're talking about the need for a more sensitive locator. So Cassava is involved in this conversation. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. That's important info.
Yeah, and we also have confirmation of like so the sigil of the eye, or to call it something. Like we now know how they're representing the idea of the eye visually too,
That
is
would
what
be
this
this.
confirms. That.
I wish we got more scrolls. That would be neat.
But also,
But also,
that
that
would
was
be
awesome.
not very realistic.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't appear that they're actually scrolls so much as carved rocks. Whee! We can see the ruins on Timber Hearth from here.
Yeah.
Oh. It didn't look like there was much more to find out here. Whee. Oh, wait. That's not true. Hello. Somebody? Oh, hey. It's you. Lunar outpost. Oh. Don't go. I guess he's a bit bored.
Hmm.
Oh.
That's 96.
I don't really have anything else to say. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Poor Esker.
No, we can't really go in there either. Alright. I don't have a good sense of which way is north, but probably that, right? Got a little orb map. Oops. There we go. No. Okay, so if I actually manage to jump this time. There we go. Too far, too far. Okay. Maybe if I just jump from here, honestly. Nope, not high enough. I'm gonna get to this plaque. Alright, I did it. Okay, signal scope log. Still not picking up Rybeck's banjo. That's not good. Oh my gosh, I love this. Bored as heck, but he can see everybody. Okay, good. Ryback's doing okay. Something strange. Coming from Timber. What the crap did I just see?
Uh-huh.
I have concerns.
Yeah, and you should.
Uh,
That was a no my representation of self. Interesting.
Welp. I was thinking it was about a good time to like pause for the day.
Yeah, I was just thinking like that was good timing. And so now you've encountered
Ooh.
one of the big surprises of the game.
All right. We have a limited time before our sun explodes. Got it. Uh,
Yeah, you
so,
are exploring in the end days of your solar system.
wow. That is extremely terrifying and exciting. Um, so I guess next week we will decide what we're doing next.
Yeah,
Ah,
pick someplace new.
we'll explore a little further than the moon. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining us for today's stream. Um, we will be back next week, same time, same place, and find out a little bit more about this doomed little solar system. So, until then.
Yeah.